This video presents an innovative, multidisciplinary investigation of consciousness. How a strictly physical universe gives rise to consciousness. Introduction. Consciousness is the most fundamental, important, unsolved problem in science. Despite the extraordinary advances in diverse disciplines, it remains a mystery. This innovative investigation emerged from an integration of neuroscience with diverse academic disciplines, including philosophy of mind, artificial intelligence, engineering, mathematics, physics, biology, linguistics, and evolutionary anthropology. Derived from outside of conventional wisdom, it unravels the fundamental patterns and principles of the brain's structural and functional organization and brings insights and constructive solutions for over 20 unresolved puzzles. These findings, solutions to which lay beyond the scope of a single discipline and knowledge base, were developed over 20 years and are supported by a large body of empirical evidence and theoretical perspectives. My work has been recommended for testing by Program Director of the Division of Information and Intelligence Systems, Ken Wang, at the National Science Foundation, and Jonathan Fritz, Program Manager of Cognitive Neuroscience Program. Abstract of a central theory. If there is going to be a science of consciousness, it's going to be a science that enables us to understand the role the brain is playing in the dynamic active involvement in the whole organism's life. It requires a joint operation of a brain, body, and a world. This is a quote from a philosopher and cognitive neuroscientist, Alva Noy. In simple terms, I would say consciousness emerges from three-phased, energy-driven interaction between the organism, brain and body, with the environment, via the exercise of sensory and motor agencies. These interactions give rise to realization of sameness between X star and Y star, the things of subjective measure, derived from X and Y, the things of objective measure, where the properties of phenomenal distinction of X star, for example, color, shape, motion of a cat, are ascribed to the properties of the phenomenal distinction of Y star, such as sound. Y star is generated by the movement of the agent's speech articulators. This process transforms the myriad neural events into a subjective inner experience. This event manifests as a state of awareness, as thought and knowledge, and forms our perception of the physical world. It accounts for a meaning, a verbal report, and a first-person perspective. Methods. To examine the wide range of physical phenomena, I have applied principles of cybernetics, viewing systems abstractly, regardless of their material nature. To understand the principles of structural and functional organization within the human brain, I applied the methods of reverse engineering. To deepen understanding of the phenomena of consciousness and the neurobiological mechanisms that produce consciousness within physical reality, I have developed new ways of conceptualizing or interpreting several scientific concepts that span diverse disciplines. Presented as a chain of novel ideas, protocols, tables, concepts, discoveries, and models, the findings are supported by an overwhelming body of empirical evidence and theoretical perspective across the diverse academic disciplines. To investigate this problem, I used an unconventional approach, namely simulating the lives of people with sensory motor deficiencies, deaf, blind, and blind people over several years. These experiences led me to a breakthrough, revealing what consciousness is and how it emerges from the physical base. Results. Viewed through different conceptual filters, this investigation reveals the physical factors that ultimately cause the neurobiological processes in the brain that give rise to consciousness, reveals three-phased underlying mechanisms that give rise to subjective conscious experience, explains how myriad neuro events are transformed into phenomenal inner experiences, reveals the specific areas of the brain associated with conscious awareness, resolves the debatable issue regarding the role of the prefrontal cortex in the neural basis of consciousness. It provides an answer to why a perceptual experience occurs in the absence of a physical stimulus. In addition, it explains the existence of two separate visual systems and the difference between action and perception. Among other things, this investigation sheds light on the different manifestations of consciousness, awareness, perception, a thought, a mental image, comprehension, knowledge, and feelings, on how the different architectural models developed across diverse modalities of sensory motor systems enable systems of communication for people with and without sensory motor deficiencies, for fully able blind, deaf, and blind and deaf people. On the principle of diversification within the sensory system modalities, submodalities, and sub-submodalities that can account for a multitude of properties of various phenomenal distinction, number in the millions. This principle illustrated in Table 1. This is Table 1. Table 2 is an illustration of a principle of connectivity of intrinsic elements across the sensory brain regions associated with conscious awareness. Conclusion. This investigation is a dialogue across many areas of scholarship that goes beyond current neuroscience research. Examined from within the diverse disciplines, the findings provide innovative ideas integral to a deeper understanding of the fundamental issues regarding human consciousness, brain function and structure, and mind-body unity. Supported by a large body of empirical data, my research can open many avenues for further theoretical development, enabling new techniques and methodologies, and lead to the creation of new paradigms in science. Thank you for your attention. For further explanation, please visit Vucolova, website.com or problem.